We are ready to start some more replays casting. So spotting here in the top right hand corner of Royal Blood LE, we got okay, Wally. What the hell is that? Otbara? Huh, weird. Okay, and this in the bottom left hand corner, we got my dad is Goku, aka Trip, playing with the blue protest probes as usual. Now let's see what Trip goes for here, cause he is what's it called? He is one of those players that throws around like a lot of weird stuff, but also uses the same builds with different units a lot. Saying the probe scout cross, I like it. Normally he tends to sometimes not send that probe scout, so that's good. Got the standard gateway into the gas geyser. Let's see what he goes for. I think he might go for a second gateway too. Chrono boost still on the way, but no probes being produced. That's not good. This probe's being chased away by two SCVs. That's actually absolutely fantastic for Trip. The probe is locked in though, so you know whatever. It's good to try to get some harassment done, but this probe, he is being pretty annoying with it. The SCVs are pulled off the mineral line. Those are two SCVs that are not mining. Just chase around one. It's not, you know. Cybercore's coming up, and I'm pretty sure Trip is going to go for that natural down at the low ground pretty soon. Pylon first, I guess? Checking for factories main, maybe? Yeah. Pylon first, then Nexus, I guess. This probe is still live in the main base somehow. I don't know how, but, you know, it is. It's gonna die, isn't it? Yeah, Trip gave up on it. It died. Alright, Wally down to workers. His economy is kind of worse because he spent so much time chasing that probe. Got factory and a reactor. So I'm guessing he's gonna make Hellions after, or maybe just a tank marine push. Wouldn't be surprised if it's a tank marine push. We are gonna get a stalker coming out across the map pretty early, but Terran's gonna have enough to fend it off for sure. Oh, that hurts. Not gonna lose much in particular, probably. It's an interesting. Like again, every single game I cast of Trip, this happens. His main base is oversaturated. There we go, bud. Rally it to the. Okay, fair enough. Rally it to your natural, honestly. That's what I do. We got a second gateway and the Twilight Council on the way. I'm guessing Trip is going to go for a 4-gate Stalker push. Blink. That would be my assumption. Marines are coming back here, I guess, in anticipation of some sort of Oracle. Meanwhile, like, tanks in the armory, so. As second factory, so this will be mech from our Terran player. Which Trip will have no idea about. Because it's. Oop. Okay. Trip will have no idea because that factory's back there. And he saw a reactor in the barracks. Any reasonable person could assume that this is going to be bio. If he pokes back in here though, he's gonna realize the tech labs have changed places and there's a tank out. Yep, so he should know that there might be two factories. There is a chance that he might misinterpret it and not realize it, but it's very probable he knows. We still don't have a second CC from Terran, so he's going to be behind extremely economically. And the thing is, a mech player, mech requires a lot of money. So I don't know where he's going to get this money that he needs from. Well, we do got that fourth gate. Got the fourth gate in the net, in the main, and the third gate is gonna be proxied. So he is going for that blink push, but I'm not sure how that's gonna do. Although these tanks aren't that greatly spaced, if if these stalkers can blink in, that would absolutely be fantastic. Oh, the tank can't see it. If he blinks in between these, I think he could win that. No, he can't. The Hellions will kill it. They have Blue Flame almost. Well, no, they don't yet. Blue Flame's on the way. We got the observer is gonna come out, so he's going to see that this is mech and what's going on here. We got Thor in the way actually, so Trip is on a timer with this push, and this observer is just coming across the map now. So by the time he's out up there, the Thor is probably gonna be done, so he's gonna be a little screwed. Not sure if he's gonna want to push into that. The thing is, Trip does have a contain on him. Oh, he's just gonna blink in there. He does not care. Oh, he targets down the tank. Very nicely done by Trip. So this Thor is gonna come in and put a last hurrah on this, but fairly good micro from Trip, and he took out 3 Hellbats. Did a lot of damage on another one. All these SCVs are pulled to do it. There's no second CC, and he killed 2 tanks. Meanwhile, Trip's on 2. Oh, this Ferrex just full by. Meanwhile, Trip's on 2 bases, 6 gateways. He can easily reinforce. These SCVs are being pulled for the Thor, but it is possible that Trip can hold this. He can make Immortals if he wants. He saw the Thor, I'm pretty sure, so, you know. It's logical to make Immortals. You see the Thor. And Battery kills off a Hellbat. Very nicely done. He gets the little picks off. And, okay, gets away barely. Hellions and Marines trying to chase him down, but not going to do much. More Stalkers being warped across the map. Although, I would love to see a Battery, because you need a Battery here. We do get Immortals, which is the right call from Trip. I love that. I love that he's doing Immortals here. Oh, big picks. Picks off a Hellion. Kind of doing a run by taking out the tank. Yeah, not the best. Actually, he could go after the Thor. He kills the Thor off, and GG is called. Wally loses because he overextended. I actually didn't think that was going to work. Wow. That's surprising. GG's. Good micro from Trip. I'll give him that. Alright. Jumping into game number 2. Played on Altitude LE. We got spawning here in the top right hand corner in the red. Playing with the SCVs. We got Alchem. Our next challenger. It's spawning here in the bottom left hand corner of Altitude. We got Trip. Playing again under the username My Dad is Goku. He is going for a bit of a different pylon positioning than last game. But, you know, let's see how this goes. Trip has been putting up some pretty fun, good games. Honestly, when I see Trip play, he is playing sloppily. I'll say this, like in some areas of his play, but Trip in his latter games seems completely different than when I like spectate Trip live. I think maybe it's just nerves or something, but like, you know, he actually has been playing really well in these games. There's room for improvement, obviously, a lot of room, because, you know, for me, there's a lot of room, for him, there's a lot of room, for everyone that's not Maru, there's a lot of room for improvement. SCV Scat's gonna go across the map. The probe saw the locked-in wall. If I was Trip, I would be a little suspicious, because, you know, Terrans normally don't block you in if they're not hiding anything. But, okay, 7X core comes up, and let's see what's happening. Double gas coming up. So this isn't a Reaper, obviously, so I think this is going to be expand into mech. That's my guess. Engineering block, bay block, very nicely done on the Terran. Gets it right before the probe's about to make that base. We'll pulse the SCV away just in time. We'll see if he gets a cancel, because sometimes Terrans at this level just build this engineering bay and they just forget to cancel it. They're just like, fuck it. Oh, I forgot to cancel it. Boohoo. Yeah, brain dead. So we got Zealot coming out from Trip, even though the Cyber Core is done, which is not very productive, although I guess he is producing Warp Gate behind it and he can't afford anything else, so okay. Ooh, he gets the probe actually. I mean, the SCV. Okay, this is interesting. So he went for a double gas. Oh, Chip's going for that. A Stargate, proxy Stargate, nice. So he went for that double gas, but instead of making factories with that or starports or anything with gas, he's making 2 barracks, triple barracks and a factory. So this looks like something Bjorn would do, honestly. Except for the double gas does not look like something Bjorn would do because he knows that that's a waste. Cancels the tech lab by accident. Very nice. 2 gateways. You don't need 2. You just need 1 trip. One's good enough. Okay, so we got Void Ray and we got 2 gateways there. We got Depth being warped in, sent across the map. This is going to be a lot of Marines, so I'm not exactly sure how this will fare, although this factory is not even complete, so he will have no Cyclone to do anything. If he builds Stalkers out of this, or even Adepts, Adepts do well versus light units, they all, like, pretty sure they... Adepts 3-shot Marines, Stalkers 4-shot, but outrange Marines. This Zealot's gonna poke in, he's gonna see what's going on. That's a Marauder. That's a Marauder. This is very good for Trip. Trip is producing Void Rays. He has Void Rays. Marauders do not shoot up. And so far, there's only 3 Marines and no more in production. We do have Reactor, but that doesn't make Cyclones. You can just avoid Widow Mines. Doesn't make Cyclones. We got Starport coming up. It's not even halfway done. The second CC is done, but it's not even landed. No economy. Trip's just go with this push, I think. Nice. So Trip could expand behind this technically if you want to. But yeah. Just again, you're like, Terran knows he's screwed already, doesn't he? Terran's gonna start kicking the panic button. He's probably gonna start making mines, Vikings, whatever the hell he can. Bunker. Or he's just gonna completely ignore it. Okay, he's making Marines now. The thing is, I don't think Trip realizes how he could just push in and kill all the Marines. Okay, so we're gonna get double Viking production. Okay, double medevac, I guess. Okay. I don't hate it, but I don't love it in this situation. Another orbital producing. These Marines are getting gunned down, and the Marauders can't shoot up, so... Every single Marine killed here is huge. Because that's one Marine that Alchem does not have to defend. We have no Vikings coming up, which would be the right call here, since it's Void Rays, you need bunkers, you need everything. We do have a Widow Mine coming along, so if Mr. Trip is not careful, he may run into that. But the batteries are just providing too much time. He activates Fanatic Alignment, which does nothing to Marines, by the way. Does something to the Mines, but not the Marines. Honestly, you could do a little shade trick with the depth. Maybe shade on top of the army and get the friendly fire, honestly. That would actually be pretty cool. I would love it if he did that. That would be sick. That would be sick. Sick. Alright, the Widow Mine. Oh, that's a big hit. But it's not enough. It's just not. Widow Mine's gonna be taken out. This barracks is gonna get taken out. There's only 8 Marines to deal with 4 Void Rays and a bunch of Stalkers and Adepts. And Trip is going home. What? Was that all army hotkey moment? Misclick? I don't know what the is going on. What the hell? Trip, you won the game! Okay, that CC's not gonna burn down. Nice, but... Kill the CC! My friend Trip, look at that army. Do you beat it? I think so. You beat that army. Yes, you do. Just fight it. Thank you. Thank you! You finally fight the army, and you just destroy it. You would have destroyed it more a few minutes ago, and this game would have been shorter, and you would have been able to ladder more. 7 army supply. And all of it is in the fucking barracks! What on earth are you doing? Back... You give him chances. Like, he's not gonna come back in this game, but you're giving him, like, more time. On this guy should be surrendering. Why the fuck is he in this game still? Anyway, Trip should be going for expand here, just in case like his opponent has a. Because Trip doesn't know that there's no expansion. Oh, Oracle's just gonna sit there and do nothing. Trip is known for losing Oracles. So Stalker gets surrounded, not very sloppy. Oracle does die. It's like all of Trip's Oracles suffer the same fate of suffering and death. Medivacs go down and Trip wins. So far in the replays I have casted of him on his ladder games, he is 4-0. Pretty good. Alright. So last game, you might notice my mic's a little cleaner now. That's because I changed the input, so good. I guess for now on my mic's gonna be cleaner. That's very nice. Spawning here in the top right hand corner of Royal Blood Elite, we got Blasta. Playing with the red Terran pieces. Spawning here in the bottom left hand corner, we got my dad's Goku Trip, who has lost his last game. So, yeah, Challengers 1, Trip 4. But, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Will he make it 5-1, or will he go 4-2 for a 333 average? Baseball. Everything looks normal so far, just a normal boring game. We do have Trip going no gateway. Here's the probe there for Nexus. Is this gonna be Nexus first? Oh, no way. This is gonna be Nexus first. Oh, we got barracks on the other side of the map, so I guess with that gas, Blast looking to make some Reapers here. A bunker probably back there. We do got a Nexus first, so this is actually terrible for Trip, because Trip doesn't even have a gateway. He just placed the gateway now. Meanwhile, that barracks is like 75%, 80% done. It's gonna start producing Reapers decently soon. Although the mineral count isn't, the S count isn't that high yet. Actually, this might just be a Marauder Rush. Tech Lab. He doesn't have a lot of gas, so his gas was a little slow. So either he messed up his build or he's going Tech Lab. And yeah, he goes Tech Lab. Okay, so this is gonna be Marauder Rush, which is kind of cool. So Trip is going to lose this. He's going to die, isn't he? Alright, so here we go. We got a gateway. We got nothing producing out. We got Cybercore finally. So we get some mining, some gas mining. This Nexus is about to be done. So if Trip does manage to somehow hold this, he is in a great position, far ahead of the Terran. But with Terran already have 3 Marines out and a Marauder producing, and concussive shells on the way. Meanwhile, Trip has 0 army supply and 23 workers. I don't see this working. The only way I see this working is that the probe somehow gets around on the Marauders. So that's gonna be a tough ask. We do have a third Nexus on the way, which is very interesting. And Trip has not scouted at all, which means that he has no. Well, he has scouted, but Trip really doesn't have any idea what he's going up against. And these units are coming knocking on his door, and is it GG's yet? Because he's making sentries. Okay, probes do get a little bit of a surround there. All the probes are pulled off the line. Trip is going to desperately hold on to this, and I'm not sure if Terran just started steps, but the surround is coming across. And oh, he gets a surround on one of those Marauders, kills 1 Marine. Okay, that was a lot better than it could have been. Or worse than it could have been. Oh, we got another Marine going down. We got a Marauder going down. Actually, this is okay for Trip, considering somehow he's only down 5 workers after all that bullshit. Another Marauder goes down. Sentry, oh, the force field on the Sentry saves it. That is huge. Although if he killed that SCV, that would completely stop this rush. But now that we got the oh, we lose the Sentry. That sucks. Okay, so he loses the Marine. There's only 1 Marine left, showing away at this pylon. We have Sentries. Mana Sentries owing to Grandmaster, eh? We have 14 probes for Protoss, and 19 for Terran, although Terran is not going to expand and Chip has 3 bases. So if he manages to somehow stabilize here, he's in a fantastic position. Meanwhile though, Chip is not making any units at all. You don't have to push this. You don't have to push this. You don't have to push this. You also have army. Chip is... What? What? You left the lost game! Oh my goodness, you left the game. I mean, a one game. You left the game that you've won. You won this game, Chip! You just had to build stalkers. Oh my god, poor Chip. Poor Chip.